Alright.
Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm on her, I guess.
Okay. You got mid layer start now with mid layer.
Alright, explain the game to me.
Alright, this is gonna be so much to talk about right now. So this game, this is a Capcom fighter. You might not guess it from like the visuals and everything, and this game's kind of anime-esque. So you get your light, medium, heavy, and then when you hit stands, every character in this game is a stance character, like universally. And you have regular motions and everything. But this is like a weird proto-anime fighter, like your buttons cancel into each other. Like you can do that, that's real. You go light, medium, heavy.
Oh. Okay.
And again, you have two movesets, one to stand on and one to stand off, and it's done with normal motions. It's like DPs and core cycle forwards and all that. So I had you make that 3-button bind for a couple of things. One of them is that you supers. Supers you do with motion and then 3 buttons. So you can just do like your core cycle forward one if you want.
Oh, that's
And also,
really easy.
so you might have noticed, but just pressing it by itself, you do like a dodge if you just do the 3 buttons. That's why I had you bind that individually.
Because this is just useful.
Yeah. And you can't dodge while you have stand on, by the way. I think that's basic controls. Also, you can 100% get kind of just comboed in the air infinitely unless you tech out, and teching is also hitting 3 buttons,
Okay.
which is why I had to make that bind.
Okay.
Okay, that's about everything, I think, so we can just kind of experiment with stuff for now.
What
again, it's
the
like,
hell?
yeah, so characters in this game get really gimmicky because a lot of them have really specific powers, so it's hard to kind of explain what exactly the movesets are without, like, context from the show.
You can explain a little bit of context, and I'll put it in the video.
No worries, I'm gonna spend this entire video just explaining everything.
Yeah.
God, I have so much fucking ground to cover. So Dio here is the main villain. You might have seen him around at least once or twice. He's a pretty famous character.
I've seen Dio before. Wait, Dio's a
You
villain?
don't really see a lot of it. Yeah, he's the main villain of the part. Cause fuck, I have to even talk about that. Jesus Christ. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you might know, is separated into parts. It's not just one continuous story. It's got like individual sections. So this game in particular is based off of the 3rd part, which is called Stardust Crusaders. It's the most popular one overall. It's got JoJo, who you might know who's the fucking hat guy, as the main character. Dio is the main villain. He's like a vampire and he has time powers and shit. Actually, I can show off that with the fucking throw, because that does the time effect on it.
What?
That's just his forward throw.
That's so weird.
It's very odd, and it's terrible because it's like punishable on hit. You can like super him on that throw if you react to it.
So is having your stand out, how does that change your moves compared to like not having your stand out? Like,
You literally just it's a little hard to see with Midler because Midler kind of uses her stand passively for most of her attacks, but like it's literally an entirely different moveset. Like if you want me to just stand here for a sec, like Dio with stand off, light, medium, heavy, stand on, light, medium, heavy.
oh.
It's just straight up like it's a different moveset. Your special moves are different. Everything is completely changed. You might not know this because of the show, but your stand doesn't active hurtbox. Every character you can hit their stand to hit them.
Oh, so while you have your stand open, you're more susceptible to.
And you might see the bar under the health bar.
Yeah.
So that while you have it out, as you block or take damage, the stand bar will go down, and if you run out, then you go into a guard break state, and your opponent gets a free combo on you. So that's the risk of having your stand out. Generally, characters are better in stand on, but if you abuse it too much, you'll get fucked up. Yeah, so we have everyone who you hear. You have the 16 characters that you see on the actual character select here, and then if you go off the side, there are 6 bonus characters, who are mostly like reused sprites from existing ones, like that Shadow Dio, who is just very much. It's a lot of Dio sprites, but his moveset is completely different.
Okay.
And there's like a variety of ones here, like this is fucking old Joseph, and then one of the 2 characters is just Joseph, but he's young. I'll play young Joseph because he's fun. And now we have a match where it's basically an entirely different game in terms of the system mechanics. Because I want you to hit your stand button when we start, okay?
So
So,
what?
these are 2 passive stand characters, which means that our stand button is not an actual, it's not like a stance change, it's just a move. So you can hit it by itself, you can hit it with different directions, you can even do core circle forward stand and it does a special.
What the hell?
Basically, characters have different like system mechanics and modes depending on like what their actual canon abilities are. Because you're playing as a version of this, the character you're playing as is Dio before he's revealed to the audience. So this is Dio where his powers are all mysterious and you're not really supposed to know what he does. So his whole moveset is like trickery and weird shit. Here, do that book and I'll hit you while it's active. There we go.
Oh my god.
So it's a counter that works on like you can do that on like projectiles and shit where you just warp behind them when it activates. It is very neat.
What the shit?
Yeah, look at this move real quick as an example of just this game being fucking weird. Here's the crossbow. Hold up. There it is. Here's the heavy crossbow.
They gotta blocked it.
You can see it in the background. It's great.
Oh my god.
This game is goofy as hell for a number of reasons. It's interesting from like a technical standpoint for a lot of things too. I mean, you probably noticed, but this is a lot of the DNA of what's in modern anime fighters. This game has air blocking if you have your stand. It has a lot of weird air movement shit. Of course, you have like your chain combos. It's just a lot. This game is a lot.
Ow.
That's my DP where I pull out a bottle of Coke and then the cap shoots up into the sky. Because, like, man, it's really great how incomprehensible this game is if you don't know anything about JoJo. That's a dog.
Hey, that's a dog. I was curious.
So, this will be fun once we get into the match. No, it's exactly what you expect. So, hold on, if you just stand still for a second.
Is this a broken character that everybody talks about?
This is not the broken character that everyone talks about. That Pet Shop. We'll probably play Pet Shop at some point. Iggy's like mid-tier from what I remember. He's Iggy, by the way. That's the character you're playing. Because when Iggy has his stand on, and he kind of needs his stand on to get like any offense going, he has like a normal hitbox. Oh god.
Oh my god, that's so much damage.
I'm wondering, can you guess what his power is just from watching him?
Sand.
Yeah, his stand is like a living body of sand that he controls. He can kind of make it in different shapes and shit. It's pretty basic, but it's very versatile. Iggy's a charge character from what I remember.
Oh really?
Yeah. There aren't that many in this
yeah.
game. It's only him and Polnareff. I should like Polnareff. He's sick in this game.
I'm starting to really like playing charge. Charge characters are so cool to me.
That's really interesting to hear because I remember in Third Strike you felt like the exact opposite about it. Man, you are just on fire with picking all the charge characters right now.
Are you kidding me?
So Remy's Guile. He's edgy fuckboy Guile.
Yeah, now over time it's completely changed. I really love playing charges. This is my favorite character so far.
Yeah, he's neat. He's very unique, but he's not like broken or anything like Pet Shop. He's just interesting.
Yeah, it's weird how you don't have the stand health bar.
No, because he just doesn't have a stand. Because he's just a guy. Young Joseph is just a dude. No, this game is absolutely ruthless for newcomers.
Oh no.
Oh. That anti-air super is the worst because it's air blockable.
I never stand out. So, but I can still block it?
Oh, I guess you can just air block. It might be per character. One of Iggy's big things is that he has crazy air mobility, so it's possible that he can just air block. I could be wrong. I have characters that I actually really like, but I want to like save them for later when I'm not like fighting a dog. So we'll just get through the weirdos now. Where's Rubber Soul? There he is. So there's a character in this game named Kakyoin. He's like a dude in a green suit, and this is a dude who is wearing a putty suit that kind of looks like Kakyoin over his body.
What?
This guy's power is basically just that he has a yellow goop that turns into anything he wants and dissolves shit that it touches. So he uses it to create clones of people and then like pretend to be them. Also, he has this fucking move. I just remember this shit.
What?
You should come near me while I'm doing that. It'll be funny. I promise.
Whatever this music is going on.
Yeah, this is his theme.
You're an asshole. He's beating the shit out of a dog, bro.
Yeah, it's great. literal optimal combos. You do that fucking move and then you just jab, 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 jab. Characters are not exactly built equal in this game in terms of complexity. Sometimes you get someone with a full standoff and stand-on moveset, and sometimes you get Yellow Temperance.
That grab is pissing me off.
You can I think you can block it. I don't remember if it's a low.
I was holding back there. I don't think you can.
It might be a low. I'm pretty sure you can block it.
How do you tell if it's a block low? Oh, he like does a sit. I didn't even look.
He sits down on the ground.
That grab is...
The best part is how fucking lame the combo is.
I love how the dog has like insane air physics.
Yeah, the dog goes crazy. I forget how. There's like if there's some button you can hit in the air where he'll start gliding. You can just drop sandballs as you're flying around. That's really really good. If you just try like motions in the air, it might be like fucking I don't remember. But he has some kind of glide. Oh, I think he can just air dash actually. Oh, yeah, there you go. Okay, so I think it's while you do that, like hit down and press buttons while you're holding it. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I know it's possible. You can attack out of your air dash and do wacky shit.
That was it. But you can just do that out of jump.
That double dog thing is a command grab, by the way. Yeah, there. This one.
Wow.
Sand dog. Okay, we'll play a character that... We'll play my main. Because when I played this game, I'm not going to say competitively, I played this game for a while.
We played this in the arcade one time.
We did. And I really like Joseph. Joseph is the grappler. This is old Joseph. And he does have powers. And he's fucking cool. And he does have a stand mode. And this is his stand mode. It has the bar. It has the same functions. But it's not a guy. It's just rhymes. Awesome. And he punches you with his big rhymes. Joseph has a lot of interesting properties that no other character has. Like, while he doesn't stand on, he can still roll. He's the only character in the game that can do that. But it doesn't have iframes. And he also uniquely... him and young Joseph, they obviously share a couple of animations. And that includes the get-up animation, which is, I think, around 5 frames longer than every other character's. Which isn't great, because it means that some characters, namely Whole Horse, get actual, true, infinite looping unblockable setups on them.
No way.
Because this game is not super well balanced. It's fun,
Yeah.
but Pet Shop is the most famous example of it. That like they can just kind of ban him from tournaments, but like there are certain things every character can do which are just kind of out there. Ooh, nice, good grip. And then you'll get back on the main menu. Okay, we're doing this again.
What is this?
This is the guy I played.
Oh, again. A lot of these secret characters are just them again.
Again, it's a lot of palette swaps, because this game, they're mostly like weird last minute additions because they were like, oh hey, we have some extra time, we can add an X side character. Like, this game famously, so Kakyoin is the guy that this guy's originally based off of. This game has 2 Josephs, 3 Kakyoins, 2 Polnareffs, 3 Anubises, and I think 2 Dios. There are clones of like about half the roster. And again, gameplay-wise, there are differences, but...
This might actually. That's really fun.
It's very fun, right? Because the reason I do that is because you don't. When you're doing the grab, you lose access to all of your buttons that aren't just the jab, which is why I was just doing the jab. I'm not just fucking with you. That's the optimal combo route.
I thought you were, because you've been known to do that before.
I'm not gonna pretend I'm not gonna pretend I don't, because I do. But nah, that was real. Never ever sold a jackass. He's not like terrible or anything. He's just really simple. Like I'm sure you've noticed, this character is incredibly straightforward.
Yeah.
He only has like 2 tricks, but they're somewhat effective tricks. Get out of here.
Pretty good. They're very funny. I really do love him in this game.
Yeah, this fucking we do a little trolling. We do a little trolling.
I like how nice it feels so natural to do everything in this game. It feels very straightforward.
Yeah, okay, so this is something I meant to bring up earlier, but I forgot to. So, this actually runs on what's called the CPS3 arcade board, which is something that Capcom made and only really used for a very brief period of time because it was like right around when they stopped making arcade games. And there were only 3 games that released that used it. One of them was like a fairly unsuccessful game called Red Earth. One of them was this. And do you want to guess what the third one is?
No.
What is Third Strike.
Oh, we mentioned this before.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why this game in particular is so like smooth looking, because a big characteristic of this game is that it's very, very well animated. Like I'm sure you probably noticed it. This game's super, super colorful. The fucking characters have like. I should just play Kakyoin next match because Kakyoin is he looks so fucking good in motion. It's insane.
Yeah.
We can do this real matchup. Kakyoin is the best animating character in the game, and I can show you why in like 3 seconds. Like you'll instantly understand what I mean when I say that. Okay, just look at this jump.
Ooh, the crouch too.
Every single thing this character does. Whenever you do a button with him, he holds the pose. Like he is the cleanest looking motherfucker in the world. Every single button that he does, he bends his body in the weirdest fucking angles. Fuck. And Kakyoin's really, really, really good too. Like he's pretty difficult, but like in some cases he's actually considered better than Pet Shop. But he's not like broken good. He's just really, really, really good. He's often considered top 1 as the best character in the game. Go over here.
What?
Nets.
Is that like an automatic counter?
So he can set traps on the field that remain completely invisible until they're active.
Are you kidding me?
And they are amazing because they lead to a full
from
combo
hell.
on it. Yeah, basically. He's like proto-Gyapia. Oh yeah, the fucking punch. I forgot about this shit. Yeah. That's a cool super. Oh god. So Kakyoin has a super, he sticks to the sand, hand out on the ground, and then you kind of just do whatever you want with it. Does it have a lot of practical use? I don't think so, but it's funny. That's Mariah. That's Mariah. She is the worst character in the game.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Mariah is a zoner, and she's cool. She's really cool. She's just not good.
Oh.
So her whole thing is that she has magnetism. So if you hit your stand button, you'll summon your stand, which is a little outlet. And if I touch that, then you go at 1 level. And every level that goes up, your magnetism should get stronger. So all of her moves rely on that. Her core circle back, forward. Her DP is if you do her DP, it's really interesting.
Whoa.
So she throws up a knife and it cuts a power line, and then the power line gets magnetized to you. And depending on how high the level is, it'll get magnetized like to me way faster. It'll do more damage. Basically, all of her move gives bonus properties.
This is just more like every character in a fighting game that's super interesting always sucks. They always suck.
It's not like she's like inherently broken or anything. She's just kind of a mediocre zoner in a game that has really good zoners. Like Kakyoin, and the guy I'm playing as this is Whole Horse and Boingo combination, referred to as just Hoingo for short, who is a slightly shittier version of an existing character in the game named Whole Horse, who is an amazing zoner. Like, regular Whole Horse is fucking cracked as hell. He's super good. Yeah, so it was what? Screws and bolts.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Naturally, what I thought that was when I first saw it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I hope the end result of this playing this is just that it just makes you want to watch JoJo.
I'm already thinking about it.
Because I promise you, every single one of the fucking things you see a character do in this game is most likely happens in an episode. That super that she does, that shit happens in an episode.
It's
oh,
like
yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention. You can hit 3 buttons while you're blocking, and you'll do push block. It just it pushes them off of you naturally while that's happening. Like here, I'll just that. So you can use that to generate space, which is actually really helpful for her in particular. Reverse DP. There it is.
What?
Take your guess. Where's it coming out from?
What the fuck?
I don't know how to possibly explain the context of what that move is or why it's in this game, but you're just gonna have to believe me that it makes sense. So Chaka is a stand character, despite what you may see in his appearance, because his stand is the sword.
Oh.
Chaka in standoff is very, very limited. He's a poking character who has really, like, his heavies are amazing buttons, but besides that, he isn't, like, particularly extraordinary. Like, your jumping and crouching heavy are both amazing pokes with super good range, but he doesn't really have a lot of special moves. But stand-on Chaka is a character who has a variety of Rekkas, Shoryukens, and is just generally an offensive rushdown powerhouse. I think Chaka's really cool. He's probably my favorite character to play overall in this game. You might be wondering why I said this guy that I'm playing is really important. Yeah. That's because he is the very first puppet character in all of fighting games.
Oh my god.
The idea of the puppet character originates both from this game and from this one guy, Devo.
This is annoying.
So he is another stand character, but he either controls the stand or he controls himself.
So his stand is that dude?
Yeah, it's a little. I barely remember what this guy's fucking powers are. It's like he gets hurt, and then like the pain turns into power, and he can like make shit move with it. I don't fucking remember. Oh, nice!
Get the fuck away from me!
That's the one thing he gets in standoff is that fucking super, and that super is super good.
That was so fast.
It's like full screen. Well, the wind up it is long. It's just really subtle. I don't know, bro. Yeah, so this guy, the fucking sword is a stand called Anubis, and it's just a magic sword essentially that is like it makes whoever has it really good at sword fighting, and it possesses people. And this dude over here, Polnareff, gets possessed by that sword, and that's what Black Polnareff is. So now we have 2 Anubis characters. So I might as well explain it because I don't know if we'll get a chance to actually see it. That counter that we both have, all 3 of the Anubis characters get that. And the way it works is essentially, it's a luring counter is what it's described as, where after you counter an attack with it, the next time that you block that attack, the screen will flash, and then you'll get a free punish. Essentially, you can cancel your blocks on anything you want as long as it's the attack that you countered. This is Khan. He's just some fucking random barber who picked up the sword and was like, "Oh, I guess I'm good now." Khan is not a stand. He technically has a stand, but his stand is just spin. Okay. Okay, so now when I block that happens. You get that flash, and then I can hit a button during it. and I got a free punish.
That's interesting. Okay. Alright, so I've heard a bit about this character.
This bird hates you. This is like the worst idea for a character in a fighting game, because it's just what you think it is. It's a fucking tiny bird that flies around and puts a bunch of bullshit on the screen, and because it's a fucking bird, his hitbox is super small, and it's like impossible to catch him. He's just kind of an amazing zoner who is good at everything.
This feels wildly unnatural to play with two birds on the screen trying to catch each other.
This is
It has a whole new axis.
He has negative edge shit, by the way, so if you hold down buttons, you can fucking start charging icicles at the top of the screen and then drop them on people when you're ready.
Oh.
Depending on the button, it puts it at a different location. If I recall, Pet Shop has, I think, the best super in the game. That one!
Oh, how'd you do that one?
It's just core circle back.
Oh.
And, like, imagine trying to fight this with any character.
It's fun
Like,
with
how
two
the-
pets got.
How do you escape just this? Like, look at me just floating up in the corner of the screen. How the fuck is Joseph gonna fight this? Like, what do you do?
Nothing.
It's just a fucking bird. It just flies away from you and you just lose. This game specifically, Heritage for the Future is this isn't the case of like a revision game. Heritage for the Future is the second version of a game that was originally just called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and they added like a couple of new characters in Heritage. And one of them was Mariah, the fucking magnet lady, and the other one was this motherfucker.
Show him versus.
Honest Abdul's Honest Showcase. This is the showdown. This is Abdul. He's so normal.
Okay.
He has like a couple of cool things you can do, but you know, it's fucking VP. Hadouken. He doesn't really have a top there, I guess, but he has a cool grab. Abdul doesn't have a decent anti-air game, so this might not be impossible. A lot of combo roosters don't work on Pet Shop because the hitbox doesn't extend to the floor. Like here, just hold on, literally just stand still for a second. Like, this is what this character is. It's exactly what it looks like on the tin. Yeah, Pet Shop.
Pet Shop, there we go.
There's the fucking bird for you. Fuck that guy.
Reset the cabinet. We're not playing that
Yeah.
again. He looks weird.
Yeah, he's a pedophile.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so his stand, fitting with the fucking theme, this guy really lucked out when it comes to powers because his stand is that his shadow is basically magic. And if I can remember the fucking input for this move. No, not the gun. There it is, okay. If that shadow, so canonically the way his power works is that if you touch his shadow, it activates. But in this, it's communicated through he has certain moves that just initiate it. And he fights with his shadow normally.
Damn, that's cool.
It turns you into a child.
Oh!
This is his power.
That's disgusting.
And it's combined with the fact that this guy is just sort of an actual pedophile. And gameplay-wise, he has his fucking normal wimpy-ass moveset, and then when he turns you into a fucking kid, he gets a whole second moveset where he pulls out an axe and becomes like a weird serial killer.
What the fuck?
Like, even his eye sense changes. I don't know if you noticed it at all. I'll try to land it again if I can. Oh god. That's a cool secret.
Whoa! I like him a lot. I like the
Hold
Trump
up.
characters.
Polnareff is really cool. He is a character I'm personally a big fan of. So now he pulls out the axe, he gets confident, and his moveset changes to accompany it.
Oh.
But then as soon as they turn back into an adult, all the confidence goes away and he goes back to being his normal self. Also, this fucking stupid gun medical move.
That's so annoying. Stop!
Just
What happened?
yeah. He cut his own head off and then got turned into a vampire.
Oh, cool.
This is my stance. It's called Cream, and it is a gigantic ball of death that instantly annihilates anything it touches. Yeah, but his power is basically that the mouth of his stand is a black hole, and it disintegrates anything that enters it except for him. So he like hides inside of it and then like flies around in circles and just evaporates it by touching it. So that's the shit that most characters can do that have stands. If you do core circle back with stand, you'll do tandem. Oh yeah, also it's fucking remote mode. I forgot about remote mode. Everyone can be a puppet character if they can try. It is the funny secret.
Oh my god. That's so broken!
That's unblockable.
That's so broken!
The button, depending on the button you press, he goes in different patterns, and it's completely unblockable. That's super. It's a giant knowledge check. Yeah, Vanilla Ice is pretty good. He's not the best character in the game, but he's like pretty high. He's pretty good. But this is the original and better version of Whole Horse. He is the traditional zoner of the game, and he's pretty fucking cool. So he has the best stand ever, and that's it. It's the gun. His stand is just that he has a gun and it has infinite bullets, and he can control where the bullets go. It's a really good stand. But Whole Horse, unfortunately, is a huge coward, so he only ever fights with partners. So if you do core circle back, he gets his friend J-Guile to come up from the floor and stab you in the ankles. Different button puts him in different spots. It's like the heavy one goes far and the light one goes short, and J-Guile will stab you and then hold you in place for a second. Also, you might notice, but your stand button fires a special bullet where you can input directions to control the path of it. Oh fuck.
Oh really?
Yeah. That little freeze, you can input different commands.
That's awesome.
Pretty neat. The Whole Horse is definitely cool. Damn, fucking block over your hands. Yo, okay, honestly, if you do that again, I'll let it connect. That's the coolest super in the whole game.
This one?
Yep.
What the fuck?
Do you want me to tell you what that guy's powers are? Because they're pretty cool.
Please tell me.
So that stand, it can't manifest itself in the real world, it attacks from reflections. So when he's summoning it, what's happening is it's coming out of a puddle on the ground. That's why he's shooting glass, because he's shooting glass to create places for it to come up. So Whole Horse's big cinematic super is that he shoots the screen, and then J-Guile comes out of the reflection of the game.
That's so cool!
It's a really, really cool super. So new Kakyoin is Kakyoin with sunglasses, so he has original Kakyoin's good animation, along with weird nonsense, like this dash, which sends him up into the air.
That looks really good.
It's interesting for certain. He's generally considered worse than regular Kakyoin, but he can do this.
It's back.
Like, Kanja's liked in the community because he's just a fucking meme. Because he's like, you probably even just guess from looking at him, but he's like a side character who shows up in an episode for like 1 second, and then they made him into a full character in this fighting game. And like, no one really knows why. Like, he's probably the weirdest roster inclusion in the whole game, but he's funny.
He is very funny. They had to make up a whole moveset for a character like that, too.
Like the only thing that really resembles it is that throw where he tries to fucking chop your head off with the sword, because that's like the one thing he does in the show. Yeah, there it is. Got it.
Oh. Okay.
That's new Kakyoin's Raging Demon. That's a cool super. Yeah, his Hierophant, the whole gimmick with it is it's a Dawson kind of thing where you have big stretchy limbs. So he sends it inside of your organs and then it just starts fucking you up from the inside.
Oh my god!
It's a cool super.
Damn.
We're gonna make a star, yeah.
No!
Nice. Good shit. Good shit. Oh, damn. Nice. Oh, it didn't combo properly because it's not
kidding me?
That sucks.
No matter what fighting game I play, my super will never combo properly. What?
So that's the thing. I'm not going to explain that. You can just take from that what you will.
That's fucking broken. How? Not balanced.
Don't even you like bother to try to figure out what occurred. I don't think you'll be able to get to an answer that satisfies you. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, if you hit 4 and then multiple buttons, that's how you activate remote mode. We can have a fucking stand fight. Let's do that shit. Let's do that. Yeah. Oh god, we're on the wrong side.
Wait, yeah. Whoops.
I wonder if I can throw your stand.
Try it.
No.
No. My bumper, not my... Dude, I can't get away from it! Let me out!
Full screen.
He's not blockable? Dude, what?
You fall asleep. That's it. Okay, hold on. Let me... Oh god, you're playing fucking E, of course.
My
okay,
favorite,
hold on. I'll just get Chaka. Chaka's probably okay at fighting dogs.
Don't insult my main like this, bro.
I mean, if you like Iggy, then you'll like Iggy. You know, I'm not gonna insult that, but...
He's the coolest.
He is a dog with sand. I mean, I like Iggy. I like Iggy. I'm not gonna deny that. He's fun. He's a fun character. No, I did the standing rig, but he's so tiny that the rest of the combo whiffed on him.
He's the coolest.
Stab that dog.
He's the coolest. Look how cute he is. You wanna hurt him? Look at that smile! Look at that's a winning smile.
Nah, bro, fuck that dog. He's just like he's just crumpling this tiny dog in his hands. Yeah, there we go.
Ow.
Ow.
Cut him in half.
I would hurt the dog.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that it slices the screen. That's like the coolest part of it. Why'd I try to roll through that? I have my stand now. I'm fucking stupid. Shit. Oh god. Nah, we're good. Overhead.
Oh no! No! Oh.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Ah, damn.
Alright, well that's the game.
Yep, that's JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future. That one was a little low energy for the most part, but this game is interesting enough to where I think it can get by just on being itself.
It's just doing its own thing. I like
just seeing it is like it's a really cool game.